Oh, how y'all doing? So, I see you like this this electrical things. Keeps you entertained. The most views I ever had on that. So what I'm gonna do is, I said I'm gonna put some LEDs, some into here, and I'm gonna put a few into here. Now, in order to wire that up, you didn't see this before, but this is where it's plugged into. Comes out of there. There's a loop. Comes down here on that wire into there. So I want to add some LEDs into here, but you can't just put these LEDs because they're 12 volt into there. So you have to get one of these things, which is a driver for the LED. Now obviously that's not going to go in there because there is no room for it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put that on top of there, and then you have to get a wire, put it into the two power sockets, bring it back out round here, up here, into that socket, and then I'm going to have some LEDs. Some will go back in there, some will go, I'm going to have a couple up there now as well, because that's going on top. That'll go back in there, that'll go on top of there, and job's going to be a good one, and that's going to look pretty mint. So what I've got to do is take it apart, drill a bigger hole in here so that the wires can come through, and make some bits for that. Make some holes for this. So we'll do that, and you can have a little watch of that as well while we're doing it. Alright, so let's get round to dismantling this bit. So we've got to take this wire out here, and it helps if you don't have a broken screwdriver. Alright, let's take this apart then. Ready to do some more, so we've got to take this power out, and it will be this power out. Wrong wire. That wire, there we go. That wire. Okay. We've also got the earth wire. Now that them wires are loose, should just be able to pull this and it'll come out. There we go. So now that's out, we're going to make that all bigger. We've got a drill and all, where are my marks? There and all, and there and all. So let's go to the shed and drill some holes ready for installation. And welcome back in the shed. So we're going to drill that hole with the bigger setting. Now, normal people, what they do is they take that off so that they could just slide that on there and have it nice and comfortable. but not me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that out the way like that, and I'm just going to pull it up with my hands. So, see if you can see this. Hopefully you can see this. Let's see. I don't know. Well, if you did, you'll see that I didn't put that on tight enough. Oh, good. There we have the hole for that one. So now I'll change the piece, put one of them little ones in now, and then we'll drill the other ones. And I'll show you how awkwardly I do that as well. So we've changed our bit round to a smaller bit. We've adjusted the height of the thing so I can just sit that on there now, nice and tight and comfortable for the next two holes, which will be this one here and this one here. So we'll cut them holes now, drill them holes, cut them holes. See if you can see this. And there's two holes for that, which will have the unit on. Now they're a bit too big, unfortunately, but I'll make it work, because I'll put some bolts on underneath. Anyway, you'll see me do that and we'll put it together on the next part of this fun. Let me put these tools away and lock up. So, back to the top of the bed, because it's warm in the house, it's cold outside, my back don't like it, so we're just doing some stuff in my temporary room, because it's not my room. But yeah, anyway, crack on with life. So what I've got to do is, we've got these heat resistant sleeves that are going to go over the wires, so I've just had to shorten them to put the seat wire over when we install it, which means I have to clip all these off. Just get a nail clipper, find it easier, and then I'll clip all these ends off ready to put in this box here. Then we've got to strap all these in. A little bit more to do, but I'll just crack on with that and then we'll come back. Alright, welcome back after that second break. So what I've done while we've been away is I've just trimmed all them up ready to go. We're going to have red, yellow, green in one, and then yellow, red and blue in the other. What I've got is, so we've got this, sorry, I've got this, took that out so I can get two bolts in there to screw this unit on top. How does it fit? Ooh. not that way. So that fits there, which gives us a little bit of room at the edges for this sleeve to slide over, and a little bit of room to get a wire through there. Now I've widened that. It's very tight still, but we'll make it work. So I can't really basically these are the little screws we're just going to put in there, and then that'll have a bolt on the back like that. Oops. So I can't really do this with holding my phone, and I need two hands. So I'm just going to go away for a sec, and I'm going to come back. That box will be bolted on and I'll show you that. So that's the box securely on now, with its two bolts on the other side. My next step now is to get these LED strips and stick them to the top of there. Now you can, I could if I wanted to, I could, or if you wanted to, you could connect them to there, and then when you put them in, they'd be in a series, and then just have one wire out. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have all the wires just coming out and then put it into the box, but you'll see when I do that. So what, I need two hands to do this again, so what I'm going to do is go away for a second, stick all them LEDs where they need to go, and then I'll come back and show you. So we've got the LED lights in now, strips. We put red, yellow, blue and green. Like I said, I could have just joined them up with a wire going across into each one and then put one wire out, but instead I'm going to get them all, and they're all going into that box. So I've stuck a red and a blue on top of here, so that'll shine up into this unit, and then obviously then we'll shine down into that unit, and then we'll have the bulbs. So let's get this little bit wired up. We've got to wire all them into there now, so I'll screw all them in, put that back on there, and we'll start putting it together again. And I'll show you that once it's all in, so you can see. Look at state. The fun an ADHD person has, eh? My back's killing me as well at the moment. I suppose it's keeping me, it's sort of like taking my mind off it, so it's been good. Anyway, and welcome back after that second break there that you had. Anyway, not even a second, was it? So as you can see now, what I've done is I've wired it all together. Positive, negative, out, 12 volt. That goes to all the relevant LEDs. And then what I'm going to do with this is that is going to be, once it's all sealed up, I'll just tape it all off and stir and seal it all up with some tape. So that'll just be one sort of like looking unit. Then we've got the power out, which will go onto this once we get it all going back together again. So that's basically the one of the main unit. I mean, I could just wire that straight up and not have that bulb up at the top there, but I like that, and I think why not. Also, I will go to say, loose wires make fires. Don't know if you've ever heard that before. So if you've got any loose wires and they can catch and make a spark, then they will catch a light and make fire. So make sure that you check all your wires all the time. Make sure that these bolts are always tight down. Yeah, make sure they're tight, not loose, they're all the way down. Obviously make sure anything that's going to get hot might not get hot, or anything not near any heat source, so no wires can melt, etc, etc. So you've got to do a lot of bit of checks and everything. Obviously you always need an earth wire. And yeah, that's our LED driver installed. I've just moved that off a little bit so I can just get some wires in and everything, and then what I'll do is I'll push that back over once it's all together. But I'm very happy with that so far. It took me a while to get that done because I had to get some of these bits as well I didn't have. But hey, we'll crack on. Let's get back together and see what it looks like when it's lit up. Oh, we've been tinkering about. As you can see, we've got all the wires in. The 2 wires here go to this here. 2 middle wires are for this wire that come in, and then you've got 2 other wires for the LED strips that we've just installed. As you can see, some on the side, some on the top there, so that's just shiny either side. And then we've sealed all them wires in now. I won't move it too much. We've sealed all them wires in now, and that's all secure. So we'll put all this back together now and see how it lights up. And there we have it. So if all my calculations are correct here and everything's good to plan, we have a cool light. That'll look better in the dark. Let's show you another picture. Told you it looks better in the dark. So that's the spectrum of lighting in there. This is cool. And then that bulb's crap, but I'll get another one. Yeah, I'm all happy with that.